Hey everyone! So it has been forever and a half since I made a video, I know, but I have found something new to explore today. It is the Epcot Festival of the Holidays, as you can tell by adorable chipmunks giving presents back there. And there's something new here at Epcot this year, which you will know about if you read my blog posts. If not, and you're just someone who stumbled randomly upon me on YouTube, hello, welcome. You can find the link to my blog in the description of this video. So the Epcot Festival of the Holidays is about holiday traditions this time of year all around the world, and they have lots of offerings all around the world, showcase of food and music and storytelling from different traditions. This year they have for the first time a Jewish holiday kitchen where they have some Jewish food. And if you've read my blog post, you already know my opinion about the menu, but if not, you'll be learning my impressions as I go forth and eat. This isn't the first time they've had anything Jewish at all. It is the second time they've had anything Jewish. Last year they had Mostly Kosher, which is a klezmer band, and more of an indie klezmer band. They did a lot of fun stuff. They're not here this year. They're at Disney California Adventures for Disneyland's holiday extravaganza. I think they have a Hanukkah storyteller this year. I don't know anything about it, so I'm looking forward to discovering it. I enjoyed the klezmer band. It had been a really long time since I've heard klezmer music live and danced to hora. It felt really fluffy, to be honest. As much as I loved it, it felt very much like we are going to package Judaism in a way for all of you Gentiles to understand and give you the most fluffy version of an already pretty fluffy holiday. So I'm interested to see what the storyteller is like. But I don't think that stuff starts until in the afternoon, and it's not even noon yet. So I'm going to give myself a little more time to get hungry and to go use a fast pass I booked. I find it eternally amusing that you have to go to the land in order to fly on Soarin. I guess you are soaring over the land. But you'd think you would go to the sky for Soarin. I mean, they have the seas, and they have the land, and they have space. I guess Soarin is sort of in this awkward middle place between the three of them. It feels kind of like a mall in here. It's a nice place to escape the breeze. I guess it would be a nice place to escape the heat any other day, but as you can tell by my hoodie, we're in the 60s today. Florida winter has arrived for the moment. It should be gone in the next couple days again, but we'll get it back. It's still only November. So here's a fun fact, next time you're waiting for Soarin', once you get past the merge point and you're actually waiting to get put in different rows for the ride, you've got these walls here with lots and lots of little dots. You can't really see it in the video, but these walls are soundproof. So it'd be like, stick your ear to the wall, there's nothing, no sound. It's really cool. I really love Soarin'. The music is great, the view is beautiful, and it's very, very relaxing. So, Disney Parks fun fact time. You probably know about hidden Mickeys. There's the shape of Mickey, his head and his ears, throughout the parks. And there are two hidden Mickeys that I know of in Soarin'. Well, one's a hidden Mickey, one is what I think of as a not so hidden Mickey, just because it's like right there. But hey, leave a comment if you can tell me the hidden Mickey and the not so hidden Mickey in Soarin'. If you don't know and you want to know, stick around to the end of the video where I will put a clip of me saying where they are. So now I'm off to the World Showcase to check out the holiday fun. I've heard that the L'Chaim Holiday Kitchen and the Hanukkah show are between the France and Morocco pavilions. I'm not really sure why that's where they chose. I feel like such a Floridian for wearing gloves in the 60 degrees. But I don't know, just because I was born in the Midwest doesn't mean that I ever liked winter or cold weather, ever. I spy a menorah way over there. Let's go see it. Here I am in Canada, where I usually take a moment to wave hello to my sister and her boyfriend. Hi! So I don't know if I've said this in the video yet, but there's the UK, and there's France, and so that makes this body of water we're walking across the English Channel. Hey Sarah, I'm in France. Hope to see you here somewhere. If not, I'll see you soon. And here it is, just on the other side of France. I am Holiday Kitchen. So it looks like the storyteller will be here in under a half hour. And they've got here something about the story of Hanukkah, which is good. They didn't have this last year.
No, this is brand new.
It is brand new. I'm excited to see.
It's wonderful.
The food's new too.
Yes.
See. This is where they make the food. Got some little posters. So here's my thing about the L'Chaim Holiday Kitchen. I am very glad that it exists. I mean, it's better than not having any Jewish offerings here, which is what the norm has been for a very long time. I mean, you go into the Christmas stores this time of year and you'll see some blue dreidel stuff, but that's about it. If it's a festival of the holidays, it should be holidays plural. It shouldn't just be Christmas and occasionally something else, especially since there are so many different ways that people celebrate every single holiday of all the many holidays that happen this time of year, let alone all the holidays around the rest of the year that no one ever talks about because no one knows what else Jews celebrate. And I have to admit, this is the first time I have ever been tempted to buy Epcot Festival food. I'm sure it's always delicious, but the portions are very small. But I look at this menu and yeah, it does mean something to me. Like, this is Jewish New York deli food, and that it means something, but it doesn't have anything to do with Hanukkah. There's no latkes, there's no sufganiyot, it feels like someone thought, oh, what do Jews eat? Let's put a deli here, and didn't put any thought into it other than that, which really surprises me. It really surprises me because Disney puts a ton of thought into everything they do. Everything you see in a theme park has its purpose. So I find it a little troubling that this only goes so far. It's better than nothing, but that's all it is. And so I can applaud Disney for doing something and at the same time say, hey, can we do better next time? All right, enough critique. Let's go have some food. Thank you. Thank you.
You're all set. Enjoy.
So I'm trying out the meat course first. I'll get the dairy ones later. Here's the pastrami on rye. The pickle. I like the pickle. It's cute. And here is our matzo ball soup. Again, here's our plastic spoon for a reference to how big these portions are. Found a table by the stage. I spy a dreidel. This matzo ball soup is salty. Very, very, very salty. I guess if you like salt, then get it. Matzo ball also feels a little dense. I'm used to something a little lighter and fluffier that's kinda disintegrating a little in the soup, but maybe that's just a personal family preference. It's got veggies in it though, and it looks right. Could do a little better on the flavor. The pickle and the pastrami, that's spot on. It is exactly what they say it is. It is pastrami on rye with mustard. Pickle is very much a kosher dill pickle. It's the kind of flavor I associate with, you know, going to visit my grandparents and going to the deli for brunch. I just really wish it had something to do with Hanukkah.
Hava, Nagila Hava, Nagila Hava, Nagila Venislecha. On each side is a Hebrew letter: Nun, Gimel, Hey, and Shin. My sisters and brothers and I would each take some of our Hanukkah gelt and put it into a pot. Then one at a time we would spin the dreidel. Anakulindas da aquí, ocho candelas para mí. Oh, una candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat, a dreidel to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low.
I liked the storyteller. He touched on a lot of really good points. You know, all the things I was concerned about before with how it's not just New York. You know, Judaism is everywhere and there's lots of different ways to celebrate, and he came out and said that right at the start. The idea is like he's been traveling the world and now he's come back to Orlando. At one point when he was explaining the dreidel song, he asked if he could have a volunteer, and this family volunteered their little girl, and he asked if she knew the dreidel song, and she did. But whenever he held up the big dreidel, she should say dreidel, and it was very cute. I left wanting more, and I think not only because I know that there's more to tell, but also because it was a good first taste. I think it was done very respectfully, and I can see people walking away from that and wanting to learn more about Judaism and the different holidays, which is a really good feeling. It wasn't othering. It wasn't, oh, look at these goofy things that these people do. It wasn't anything like that. It was, isn't it so cool that lots of people do different things? Let me share the traditions that I love. And that's what this should all be here at the Festival of the Holidays. It's people sharing what they love about who they are and where they're from. And it feels like, yes, thank you for including us in that. Now bring us some latkes and sufganiyot next time. So here I am with the rest of the menu, besides the alcoholic beverages, which I'm not getting at this time. We've got a potato quiche, sour cream, and a cookie, and an egg cream, which I saw them put some kind of soda into it. So we'll see if I like that. I'm not a big carbonation person. I like the knish. It's given me the potato and sour cream flavor that I was missing. Though it's not, you know, not a latke. But it's still good. And it's filling. And let's try the cookie. It's soft and sweet. And the egg cream. I put milk and chocolate syrup in this, and I think seltzer. Not super fizzy, that's good. It's creamy. Needs more chocolate, but that's true of everything. Altogether, it's nice food. I didn't like the matzo ball, but everything else I liked. It's good for what it is, but there's other things that I want it to be. You know? Nice job, Epcot. Happy Hanukkah. Yasher Koach. Let's see if next year you do something to elicit a much more enthusiastic Yasher Koach from me. But for now, no, Yasher Koach. I do like that menorah though, it's pretty. So here's the coolest thing about the Hanukkah booth. It's being there with the other people. Before the first show started, I was sitting there with my food, and someone says my name, and I look up, and there's some people from my synagogue there, also here to see the show, which is fun. It's like, of course, we would converge here. And then during the show, the family with the little girl who did already know the dreidel song, and there was a lovely older couple that came and sat with me, and they were from Brooklyn, and they were clapping along to the music, and I was sitting there and also hearing people around me chatting with each other, and someone said to someone else, it's like, oh, I didn't know you were Jewish. And it's like, you don't know. And it's nice to have a place where we could find each other in public and be comfortable together, which is good. There aren't a whole lot of places where I feel super comfortable like that in regards to my religion these days, so it was really nice. It's a different kind of magic that these parks can create for us, and there ought to be a lot more of it. Be good to yourself, be kind to each other, and you'll hear from me again soon. Alright friends, it's time to talk about hidden Mickeys. So, in Soarin', in the scene with the hot air balloons, you're flying over the deserts, there's hot air balloons everywhere. On the right hand side of the screen, there's a point where, as the balloons are drifting across each other, there's one big one and two small ones, and for just a moment, it makes a Mickey Mouse shape. That is the hidden Mickey. The what I call a not so hidden Mickey is at the very end of Soarin', when you're flying over Epcot and all the fireworks are going off, and the geodesic globe, the spaceship Earth, is the head, and the fireworks are the ears. So if you didn't know, now you know, and you can look for them next time you're at Soarin'. And if you know of any other hidden Mickeys in Soarin' or in Epcot or anywhere, let me know, because I am always loving to look for them.